Alright, so you're gonna come on a journey with me of sucking really bad at doing whatever this is. So this is an AND gate. This is the components that it's made out of. I don't know what those are, and it doesn't, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't through this diagram tell you what that means. I don't know uh, transistors well enough to know. I just know in out and on off for in out. So anything beyond that, I just kind of don't care. So I'm just gonna wing it and pick parts, and it will work or it will not work. And that's the great part about doing this method, is because you don't have to spend money to do it, and it supposedly works. Whether it works in real life, I don't know. So we'll both have to make that terrible mistake when we get there. So we're gonna try to follow this. I've already done this, so I will be cheating when I tell you how to do it. But I will walk you through and just assume that I'm painfully fumbling through all of this for a good half hour. And that's basically what this is a recap versus you watching me do this painfully for that period of time. So we're going to do print a diagram, and the diagram is, if you haven't noticed here, backwards to his setup. So I copy his setup and not this, because this is easier to follow with the components than this thing here, but I kind of did both, because some of this is also messy and highly unpleasant. And I switched these because I cannot press both buttons at the same time. So this is, we're going to do battery, and he's got 5 volt, and I don't care. I'm going to put one of these here, over here, put one, and over here, put one. And I don't think it really matters, but for whatever reason, the standard starting set that they have for this Tinkercad is this thing, and they're using a 220 ohm, not a kilo ohm. Okay, and you'll see it actually changes color, which is pretty cool. I don't know if maybe there's a replicate button. I haven't played around with this enough to know, so you're gonna watch me suck at this. And yes. So change that. Okay, sure. Why not? And then we need, I'm just gonna pick these. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. I just know it worked when I did it before, so I don't care. I'm gonna use this instead of the pushy button. You could use like a dip switch or something, whatever. And let's see. So we want to do, we're going to rotate these. It's a little easier to follow from his drawing, or his assembly, actually. Let's see, so this, and then I'm just going to turn this like that. And then we need an LED. And we're going to make this like the one in the picture, make it yellow. Okay. So move this, so around here, something like that, and there. And make this slightly neater. Okay. And these are gonna go here. Okay. I believe that is all of our components. We'll go back and take a look. And we got, yep, switch, resistor, LED, and 2 transistors. And then these coming off to power sources, the stand-in for having a button cell or something. Coin battery, whatever. Okay. So then we're gonna do like meh, and then meh, meh, and meh. Okay. And for this picture, the bendy leg goes to the plus part. And then this, I don't know which way the electricity is flowing. So, yes, but you can comment in the comment section below how terrible I'm doing. So, we do here. And again, this is just kind of following the diagram here. So like he's got plus, right, going to here. This is going to the bendy leg. The bendy leg is going to this prong, right? So we got plus connect to resistor, resistor connect to bendy leg. This straight leg goes to this one here. So, and that's literally what we're doing. We're just connecting stuff. So we're just gonna do a bunch of these until we make stuff do actual stuff. And that's, I guess, how we're gonna get good. Or trick ourselves into believing that we're gonna get good by doing this. Okay. But I've done physical circuits before a little bit, and it's about the same. So, and this one's supposed to be connected to here. Yeah. The center of these goes to the center of these little switchies. And then these connect to this side. That connects to there. Right. So wherever the switch is in the simulation, if it's over here, it's connecting these two. And if it's over on this side, it's connecting these two. And then this is a shared sort of bus bar situation. Okay. Same goes here. We'll do some fancy over under nonsense. Okay. So that part looks good. And now we need to do, this is piping over here. So we're going to do a little fancy and do that. And one last connection here. Pipe it all the way around. And there. Okay. That looks about right. So we got the jump here. This, which is going under, and mine is actually piped to this, which goes to the negative. Right. So jump, and then this outer one goes to the negative. So the other one has it going up this way. Right. This going up that way on this version. That's on the outer edge on the bus going to plus. Right, all these resistors are on the same connection. And this one is, press button. So this would be your middle terminal. Going to middle, going to middle. And that's pretty much it. And that's kind of what this sort of looks like, right? I don't know where the ground would be for this. I don't know if it really matters because it's just, I don't know if, does it really matter with DC? That's like pure DC. I don't know, even if converted AC to DC matters, but somebody will tell me. And we will jazz it up, I guess. We'll make, no, that's not what I wanted to have happen here. I want that one. Make these different colors. Different colored cables are the same price as every other cable. Same size, weight, class, manufacturer. Unless that manufacturer is really awful. And for whatever reason, they're charging you different. So use them to your heart's content, I guess. And let's do this one as blue. Yeah, it's like Google Colors or something, right? So, anyways, that should be that. And then if we go to click up here on Start Simulation, and then we click here, nothing happened. We click here. Uh, that's interesting. It's got some leakage or something going. Oh, maybe that's why they had the ground, huh? That's interesting. Yeah, see how much brighter that is? See, that's full dead. All right, full on. Yep, maybe that's why. All right, let's see what happens if we put a ground on this diagram. So coming out of this, so we'll stop simulation and how do you add a ground? Kind of crazy. Nope, nothing. Nope. That's curious. Uh, maybe what we could do is we could put a diode and let's do and then it fades. So there's some kind of like capacitive behavior happening here. Interesting. Anyways, you could play around with this, but that kind of gets you the idea of how to get started with this. Yeah, I didn't realize Tinkercad had like circuit simulation. So this is a great way to just start out from scratch. I have no idea what I'm doing, other than I can like explode some of these things if I plug them into the wall. So enjoy and yeah, have fun. Bye bye.